creating jobs and strengthening communities. Innovation, collaboration, transformation, and the people making it happen. Join us as we take a closer look at our region's business. Now, here's your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, a toolkit to secure your visits to cyberspace, plus an innovative program to help high school students put the chill on stress. But first, Pitt Studios, the University of Pittsburgh's big investment in broadcasting and educating the broadcasters of the future, and a partnership with a global business based in our region that's helped to make it all possible. Pittsburgh-based NEP lent its technical expertise to Pitt to build out the Pitt Studios facility, which houses 3 redundant broadcast control rooms, multiple editing studios, and a studio in the lobby of the Peterson Event Center. NEP, if you don't know it, is the world's largest outsourced production partner of content producers of live sports, entertainment, music, and corporate events. Glenn Levine is president of U.S. Broadcast Services for NEP, and Christian Spears is Pitt's deputy athletic director. And welcome. Good to have you both here.
Thanks. Great to be here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is really exciting stuff. I'm going to start with Christian on how this came about in the first place. Pitt really has been doing Division I sports forever, but this is a really big investment now in the broadcast side of this kind of broadcast.
It really was, Bill. You know, about 29 months ago, Heather Like and I started here at Pitt, and one of the very first things that the league asked us to do, the ACC, was put together a plan to establish the ACC network's footprint at Pitt. And, you know, thankfully we were in a situation where we literally had the worldwide leader in our backyard with NEP to help us from a technological standpoint, and then just coming in to help us build the studio itself. And we think we might have the best thing in the league.
Well, having had a chance to tour the studio, I'm amazed. And I'm amazed as somebody who's worked in television professionally, and man, those students have better facilities than I think most professional broadcasters do. It's pretty remarkable. Yeah, for folks who don't know NEP, yeah, what do you all do exactly? Yeah.
It's funny. When people ask me that, I start off with what we do is we do Sunday night football, Monday night football, WWE wrestling. We provide the production facilities that essentially are what you watch on television on a weekly basis. Really what NEP is today is we're a worldwide leader. We're in 26 countries. We have over 4,000 employees. We have probably almost half of those employees are technical. So it's an engineering-based company. The way the company is divided is we have what we call broadcast services, which is everything broadcast related. It's football games, hockey games, entertainment shows, live music. And then we have live events division. Within the live events division, we do lighting, LED display, audio visual. And then we have a media solutions division, which is a lot of media asset management. With the 26 countries around the world, we're all starting to work much more closely together, and we're starting to do events both in the U.S. and in Europe for clients that essentially span the globe.
That is crazy. And for the sake of full disclosure, I actually worked for your former parent company, WNEP-TV.
Tom Shelburne.
Tom Shelburne.
What a wonderful individual.
Career, yeah, back in the early 80s in northeastern Pennsylvania. So kind of watched from afar as you guys have taken on the world. It's exciting. Well, tell me what you guys have done together. I think we have a little bit of video to go inside and see what these studios are all about.
You know, absolutely. Not only did we build a studio and the control rooms with NEP's help, but we also started a broadcast curriculum at the University of Pittsburgh that's going to allow us to train future, you know, behind the cameras, in front of the cameras, engineers and whatnot from the student population at the university.
So the students can go into these facilities, and it's a teaching facility when you're not doing, you know, Division I football and basketball. And
it absolutely is. NEP has been kind enough to place apprentices in our shop who are also part of the teaching curriculum for the students. They get to observe and watch how they do this on a full-time basis. The ACC network broadcast that we're required to do as a part of membership, you know, we are essentially in control of every aspect of the production except for sending the feed to ESPN, who puts it out on the network. So we're behind the cameras, we're doing post-production, we're doing editing, we're doing graphics, and students are doing those things in the studios that NEP built.
And all this capacity had to be built just last year or so, right, to be able to do this, right? At that level, at network level.
Yeah,
right?
we had our grand opening
quickly.
It did. We had our grand opening about 14 months ago, and we've been hitting the ground running since.
So tell me, you know, you see facilities all around the world and what you do. Just how good is this? What did you really try to build into this Pitt facility?
It's one of the best in the country.
Yeah, that people might not see anywhere else.
Well, we tried to use what we've learned over the years. We tried to emulate what we do in mobile units, so when the students actually get out of school, they're working with technology and in the same type of space that they learned in. So now when ESPN hires them, they've actually been familiar with a particular audio console that they grew up with in the studio. So that was key for us to try and give them the tools to actually learn, grow the educational piece of the program, so when they get out into the real world, they have some good experience.
And a lot of this, it really is teaching in the sense people, they can stand behind a glass or sit behind a glass and kind of look into the control room. So it's really, it is an educational facility, right?
We built an extra seat at every bench for a student to sit and learn at. So they're not just observing from the outside, they're actually physically present on the inside. And then they're put in those positions to do the actual work.
And they're actually doing it. So what do? You start them on some of the lower, I don't know, lacrosse or some of those sports, and where they work their way up to football and basketball?
Yeah, well, ESPN likes to do the linear broadcast, but our students are heavily involved in the digital broadcast. So when you're watching it on Watch ESPN, on the app, on the ACC Network app, that's a student-driven project. Yeah. The people announcing it are often students. Certainly, most of the people behind the scenes are our students. It's turned out to be a
great opportunity
super
for students.
partnership.
That is really cool. And I would think for NEP, what a resource to train the people and educate the people you're going to need to grow a company like that.
I mean, not only we're helping with their broadcast curriculum, but what we've done is we have an apprentice program that about 12 years ago we started because we were looking for that broadcast engineer that really wasn't taught anywhere. So we started a program. It's a 2-year program where you come in and you work in systems integration, you work in our field shop, you go out on the road on shows as a third engineer, and then essentially you move into a position where you're what we call an E2 or an EIC. The way the program evolved over the years was actually by the students coming back to us and saying, hey, I'd like to learn this or I'd like to learn that. So we adapted from feedback from all the students over the years, which made the program only better. And one of the things that they all wanted more of was more real-world experience.
Okay, sure.
This opportunity with Pitt has been a huge success for us because now we're not sending them out of town for a week to go do a couple games. They're in Pittsburgh. They can leave the office. They can go to Pitt. They're an extra pair of hands, and they're getting real-world experience.
Amazing.
So it's really been great.
And with all the sports you have at Pitt, there's plenty of content, I would think, that has to be covered, that has to be packaged in some way.
At the end of the day, we'll probably do about 175 broadcasts this year.
Oh
alone,
my gosh.
Right, just on Pitt events.
Wow.
Right.
And cool. So they didn't just help you build this thing. This is an ongoing relationship between this Pittsburgh company and the University of Pittsburgh.
We are very fortunate to have the expertise we have in our backyard, and we have developed a relationship that is, I think, beyond our professional relationship. It's become personal, and we have a sincere friendship and some really good dialogue about how we make this better and what can we do to augment in the future. Our students are literally learning on the same exact equipment that is in one of these mobile trucks.
Wow.
And they're going to be able to translate those skills into opportunities with Glenn's company long term. Let's go do a concert in Australia. Our students have direct pipelines to those opportunities. It's just unbelievable.
Why not? That is so cool. Well, congratulations, Christian Spears from the University of Pittsburgh and Glenn Levine from NEP. It's a wonderful story. It's unfolding here in our region. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, digital technology has remade our world, but it doesn't come without risks. We'll share tips to help you secure your corner of cyberspace when our region's business returns. Please stay with us.